Blow ye the trumpet in Zion. And sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand.
All right, Ezekiel 37, verse 9. Give me that, brother.
Ezekiel 37 and 9. Then said he unto me, prophesy unto the wind, prophesy, sons of man, and say to the wind, thus saith the Most High thy power, Ahijah, come from the four winds, oh, breathe, and breathe upon these slain, that they may live.
All right, give me Mark 4 and 9. Give me Mark 4 and 9.
Mark 4 and 9. And he said unto them, he that have ear to hear, let him hear.
So all you so-called Native Americans, so-called Negroes, and so-called Hispanics, you want to know why you're in the condition you are today? You want to know why people are oppressing you today? You're going to find out. Let's get Jeremiah 16, verse 10. Y'all want to know why y'all in this condition today? And how y'all could get out? Listen to these words of the Most High.
Jeremiah 16 and 10. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt shew these people, Salakia, all these words, and they shall say unto thee, wherefore hath thou, Lord, pronounced all these great evil against us?
So if y'all wondering why y'all in this condition, why y'all suffering, why y'all dealing with oppression, listen to what the word says.
Continuing 10. Or what our iniquities, or what is our sin that we have committed against the Most High thy power, Ahijah. Verse 11. Then shalt thou say unto them, because your fathers have forsaken me, saith Ahijah, and have walked after other gods, and have served them, and have worshipped them, and have forsaken me, and have not kept my laws.
You see, it's because we had actually strayed away from the Most High's laws, His statutes and commandments. That's why the Most High pronounced all this great evil against us. We were once a holy people. We need to come back to His laws, statutes, and commandments. Read on, brother.
Verse 12. And ye have done worse than your fathers.
So we have done worse than our forefathers. So the Most High caused us to go into this condition. But we're going to find out how we're going to get out of this condition today. Give me Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 7. Actually, scratch that. Let's get 1 Peter 2 and 9. Brothers and sisters, y'all supposed to be a royal priesthood and kings. We ain't supposed to be in this condition. The reason we are in this condition today is because we strayed from the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments. So we need to come back to His laws, His statutes, and commandments. All right, give me I believe it's Ecclesiastes 10 and 7. 1 Peter 2 and 9. Tuwara. Kan.
1 Peter 1 and 9. But
1 Peter 2 and 9.
1 Peter 2 and 9. But ye are chosen generations, a royal priesthood, an holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praises of him who have called you out of the darkness into the marvelous light.
So as you can see, brothers, we are a holy people and a royal priesthood. We ain't supposed to be in this condition today. Give me Ecclesiastes 10 and 7. Why are we in this condition? Why do we have our oppressed? Why are we being oppressed? Verse 10 and 7.
Ecclesiastes 10 and 7. I have seen servants upon horses, and princes walking as servants upon the earth.
So these so-called servants on horses are basically the people who oppress here today.
Come on!
And I mean, why are they over us? Why are servants on horses and a royal people on the earth? Why princes are on the earth? It's because we strayed from the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 4. Verse 23.
Deuteronomy, verse 4 and 23. Take heed unto yourself, lest ye forget the covenant of the Most High God Ahia.
So we had a covenant with the Most High. Read on, brother.
Which he had made with you, and make you a graven image.
So the Most High is telling us, take heed lest we forget the covenant of the Most High that he made with us and our forefathers.
Or the likeness of anything which Ahia thy power hath forbidden thee.
So he also told us not to make any graven images. You see, we have graven images today. Why is that? Continue.
Verse 24. For the Lord Ahia thy power is consuming fire, even a jealous power. Verse 25. When thou shalt beget children and children's children, and ye shall have remained long in the land, and shall corrupt yourselves, and make a graven image, or the likeness of anything, and shall do evil in the sight of the Most High God, Ahia, to provoke him to anger.
So if we provoke the Most High to anger, he's going to bring that judgment on us. Because it says that he's a jealous God. So let's go. Let's get it.
Verse 26. I call heaven and earth to witness against you this day.
So he's going to call heaven and earth to witness against you.
That ye shall soon utterly perish from off the land whereunto ye over Jordan possess it. Ye shall not prolong your days upon it, but shall utterly be destroyed.
So if you ain't keeping the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments, you'll be destroyed, brothers and sisters.
Amen.
I already bought some.
Verse 27. And Ahia shall scatter you among the nations, and ye shall have left few in numbers among the heathens, whither the Lord Ahia shall lead you.
Today we can see, brothers and sisters, that we not even in the land that we once were in. Because we sin against the Most High actually scatter us amongst the nations, among the heathen. Now we call so-called minorities. Read on, brother.
Verse 28. And there ye shall serve gods, the work of men's hand, wood and stone, which neither see, nor hear, nor eat, nor smell.
So he shall cause you to worship gods, wood and stone. You can see in Christianity today, they have a lot of brothers and sisters worshiping the cross. In Islam, they have brothers worshiping the Kaaba stone. All of these things are idols. We ain't supposed to be doing that. Read on, brother.
29. But if from thence thou shalt seek or hide thy power, thou shalt find him, if thou seek him with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
Read on, brother.
Verse 30. When thou art in tribulation, and all these things are come upon thee, even in the latter days, if thou turn to hide thy power, and shalt be obedient unto his voice.
So if we turn from our ways and seek the Most High in our oppression, let's find out what he's going to do for us.
Verse 31. For hide thy power is a merciful power.
So he's a merciful power.
He will not forsake thee, neither destroy thee.
So he won't forsake us or destroy us if we only come back to his laws, his statutes, and commandments.
Nor forget the covenant of thy father, which he sware unto them.
So he won't forget the covenant that he made with our forefathers. You so-called Latinos, so-called Negroes, so-called Native Americans, he won't forget that. Let's get Deuteronomy 28. I'm going to show you the covenant that he was making with our forefathers. Give me 28 and 1.
Deuteronomy 28 and 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of a high thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day.
So he said, if we only hearken unto him, to observe and to do all his commandments, which he commanded us to do, right? What did he say?
That the higher thy power will set thee high above all nations on the earth.
So what would he do?
Set us above high, above all nations upon the earth.
So the Most High said to these so-called Latinos, so-called Negroes, so-called Native Americans, he said what?
That the Lord higher will set thee on high above all nations on the earth.
So all you have to do is keep his laws, statutes, and commandments, and he will set you high among all the nations on the earth. And read some of these blessings.
If thou shalt hearken unto the voice of a high thy power. Verse 3. Blessed shalt thou be in the cities, and blessed shalt thou be in the field.
So you shall be blessed in the cities. You shall also be blessed in the field. Read on.
Verse 4. Blessed shalt thou be fruit of thy body, and the fruit of thy ground, and the fruit of thy cattle, the increase of thy kin, and the flock of thy sheep.
So you shall bless your body, the fruit of your basket, your land. If you only hearken unto the Most High to keep his laws, statutes, and commandments, he said he's going to cause all these blessings to come upon you. He shall set you high amongst all the nations, right? Because we are supposed to be the light. We are supposed to be a royal priesthood. We're supposed to be that chosen people of the Most High. And let's go down to the 15th verse. And I'm going to show you what he said will happen to us if we don't follow his laws.
28 and 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou shalt not hearken unto the voice of a high thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So if you don't follow his laws, statutes, and commandments, he said a whole list of curses will be upon you. You see what the word is saying? All you have to do is keep the Most High laws, statutes, and commandments. You so-called Negroes, you so-called Latinos, and so-called Native Americans. That's all we had to do, is keep the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments. And everything will be all right. But since we don't want to keep his laws, statutes, and commandments, let's see what he says again. Read it again.
Verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of a high thy power, to observe to do his commandments and his statute, which I command thee this day, that all the curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Verse 16, curse shall thou be in the cities, curse shall thou be in the field.
Jump to verse 36 and 37 for me. I'm going to show you some more curses. I'm going to show you what's going to happen to you, or what did happen to you because you didn't want to keep the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments.
Deuteronomy 28 and 36. A hire shall bring thee and thy kings, which thou shalt set over thee, unto the nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, and there shalt thou serve of the gods, wood and stones.
So you so-called Latinos, Negroes, and Native Americans, he said, because you don't want to hearken to my laws, statutes, and commandments, he'll bring us into a nation. Well, no, neither us nor our fathers have known. And it said we shall worship other gods, both wood and stone.
Amen.
Like I said before, so-called Christianity, us brothers out here worshiping the cross. That's idolatry right there. That's breaking the commandment. The first says second commandment, which says, thou shalt not have any gods before me. The second commandment, which says, thou shalt not create any graven images. You know, so that's graven images right there. And also in Islam, we have these brothers out here worshiping the Kaaba stone. That's not supposed to be. So basically jump down to the 47 and 48 verse for me.
Deuteronomy 28 and 47. Because thou servest not a high thy power with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things. 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which a higher thy power shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness.
You see? So because we didn't even want to serve the Most High with joyfulness, he caused us to be taken down by our enemies. But let's go to the 68th verse. You know, but this all could change as long as we come back to the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments.
Deuteronomy 28 and 68. And a hire shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spoke unto thee.
So the Most High said he shall bring thee into Egypt again, which actually means house of bondage. So he shall bring us into slavery again by the way of ships. Okay, let's go to Exodus 20 to show you the meaning of bondage.
Exodus 20 and 2. I am a high thy power, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. I am a high thy power, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
So as you can see, brothers and sisters, bondage, Egypt actually means bondage. When these so-called Greeks came over to Egypt, and they seen all this magnificent architecture, they said that this place must have been built with hard rigor. That's why they named it Egypt. But the actual name of the landmass is actually Mizraim, which is one of the sons of Ham. But read on, brother.
68. Deuteronomy 28 and 68. And the Lord of hire shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again.
So what people do you know was brought to a land that their fathers don't know of by the way of ships? Is it not the so-called Negroes? Even the Native Americans been brought to a land, back to Europe, by the way of ships. You are the people. Y'all need to wake up and come back to the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments. So let's get it. Give me Leviticus 26.
All right, bro. This is the truth.
No, I've been listening to y'all.
All right. Okay, brother. Well, this is the truth.
Jesus said, it's the truth, the way, the truth, and the life.
Leviticus 26, 40 and 45.
That's it.
Leviticus 26 and 40. If they shall confess their iniquity and the iniquity of their fathers with their trespass, which they trespass against me,
It's right, exactly.
and that they have walked contrary unto me. 41.
So it says, if we shall confess that we walk contrary to the Most High,
Verse 41. And that I also have walked contrary unto them,
and that he also walked contrary to us,
and have brought them into the land of their enemies, if then their uncircumcision hurt be humbled, and they then accept and the punishment of their iniquity. Verse 42. Then will I remember my covenant with Jacob, and also my covenant with Isaac, and also my covenant with Abraham will I remember, and I will remember the land.
So you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and so-called Native Americans, if you confess your iniquity in the land of your captivity, the Most High said He will remember the covenant that He made with your forefathers. God.
Exactly.
Let's get on.
30.
So all we got to do is come back to the Most High's law, statutes, and commandments. And it's not hard to do. Let's get on Deuteronomy chapter 30. We're going to start out verse 1.
Deuteronomy 30 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass, when all these things are come upon thee, the blessings and the curses which I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations, whither higher thy power have driven thee. Verse 2. And shall return unto the Lord of higher thy power, and shall obey his voice according to all that I command thee this day, that thou and thy children with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
So if you turn, once you experience the blessings and the curses, and you shall turn towards the Most High with all your heart and all your soul.
Verse 3. That then the Lord of higher thy power will turn thy captivity and have compassion upon thee, and will return and gather thee from all the nations whither thy Lord of higher thy power have scattered thee.
So he said, then he will remember the covenant, right? And he shall return you from all the nations. Go to Ecclesiastes 12:13. Come back to the Most High and keep His commandments. That's our duty right there. That's what we were supposed to be doing. As I read in Deuteronomy 28, the verse 1. We keep His laws, statutes, and commandments. He's going to set us high amongst all the nations. We are the chosen people. You so-called Latinos, you so-called Negroes, and Native Americans. We are the people. We are Israel. Read it for me.
Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God, higher thy power, and keep His commandments. For this is the whole duty of man.
So all we have to do is fear the Most High and keep His commandments. That's all we got to do. That's our duty right there. So I'm going to just close it out there. Shalom.